What's up, everybody? Nick back with you here from Project Central, and today we're doing something a little different for Shop Talk. We asked ChatGPT for its 50 best small shop organization tips, and as I was going through them, I was like, man, I've done some of these. So we're going to go through them kind of like a scavenger hunt and see how many of these I've actually already done in my garage. And I want to share this with you to hopefully make it so that it'll help maybe spark some ideas for you and your garage. But before we jump into it, if you want one of these cool Make Fabrication Great Again shirts, I'll have a link down in the description. It really helps the channel. Now to the small shop chat GPT list. Let's go. And I have been cleaning up in the garage, but I didn't clean up specifically for this video. I just trying to get the shop organized. Anyways, ChatGPT broke it up into a few categories: tool storage solutions, material storage ideas, hardware small parts organization, work surface and bench solutions, power cord management, floor and safety organization, consumable storage, automotive project organization, content creator / documentation friendly, and that may apply to you, may not, and comfort and cleanliness. So that's 10 categories, and we're going to rapid fire these, so it's not going to be that long of a video. So quick ground rule: I'm not going to double count anything. There's a couple items on these that are pretty close, pretty similar, but you'll see. And also, I'm going to put this entire list in the pinned comment so that if you want to do this at home in your home shop, you post your score down below, and I'll post mine at the end of this video. So let's get into it. First category: tool storage solutions. Number 1, magnetic tool holders. I don't have any. I don't really like the wall-mounted tool magnetic things. Shadow boards. Don't really have any of those in either. I've got some pegboard, so 0 for 2, not a strong start. Vertical wall storage. I'm gonna say yes on that. I've got stuff stacked to the ceilings. Rolling tool carts. Bring tools directly to the job. I've got one of those. Foam tool organizers. Custom cutouts for drawers. Nope. French cleats. Nope. Drawer dividers. Yes. Number 8, overhead storage rack. Yes. I've got a material storage over here on the side of the garage. Number 9, under bench drawers. Yes. Right down here, under the workbench, I store one of the most important things: zip ties. And number 10, mobile workstation. I'm gonna say yes on mobile workstation because I'm gonna consider my ultimate welding cart a mobile workstation. All right, so 6 out of 10 on that. Not bad. Next list: material storage ideas. Vertical tubing racks. Nope. Horizontal lumber / metal rack. It's not really a rack. I just have a bunch of stuff leaned up here next to my deep freezer. So let me know what you think. Should I count this one or not? Number 13, sheet metal storage cart. Nope. 14, scrap bin on wheels. Nope. 15, ceiling mounted racks for long stock. That's what I kind of meant by like double counting stuff. I've already counted the overhead storage rack, so no. So 1 out of 5. Oof, not great. Hardware and small parts organization. 16, stackable parts bins. Definitely. Number 17, drawer cabinets for small parts. I'm going to say yes because I have this one right here. Magnetics parts trays. Number 18, Harbor Freight used to give these away like candy. I've definitely got a few of those. 19, clear plastic bins. Yes. Bolt and nut organizer. Number 20, threaded storage racks for bolts and nuts by size. Not really. It's all kind of together in the big one. So 4 out of 5 is not bad. Oh, here we go. Work surface and bench solutions. Number 21, fold down workbenches. I just built one. You're about to see that in an upcoming video. Let me show you. That one right there folds down flat. Number 22, multi-use work tables. Welding assembly grinding station 1. I'm going to say, yeah, I built a welding table. Number 23, dedicated clean bench. It can be cleaned, but not really. It's not really dedicated clean bench. 24, swivel mounted vise or grinder stands. Yeah, actually I do. So when I built my welding table, I put some receiver tubes in there so that in the future I could build some Accessories, here's a vise. It's flipped upside down right now. And here's my metal cold cut saw also mounted on there. So yes to those two. All right, number 25, workbench with built-in power strips and charging stations. Not really. I mean, I've got the flip down table. We already counted that one, so I'm not going to double count it. 4 out of 5 is not bad on the work surface and bench solutions. Not bad. Power and cord management, next section. Retractable extension cord reels. Nope. Air hose reel. Yes, I've got one mounted to the ceiling. Boom. Cable hangers and wraps. Keeps welding leads, battery chargers, and cords tidy. Sorta. I've got just this one hook for my 220 extension cord. Wall mounted power strips. Add outlets where you need them. No, that's an upcoming project. 30 battery charging stations. Dedicated shelf for cordless tool batteries. Yes, I just worked on Boom. That. What was that? 3 out of 5? Not bad. Floor and safety organization. Designated sweep zone. Keep an area clean for welding / precision work. Nope, nothing stays clean. Anti-fatigue max. Nope. Clear walkways. Mark pathways for safety and flow. Nope. Fire safety station. Sort of. I've got some fire extinguishers. First aid and PPE. Mounted on the wall and ready to grab. No. So, 1 out of 5 on safety. That's not great. Consumable storage. Welding rod and wire storage tubes. Yes. Harbor Freight had these half off spring Black Friday, I think, back a couple months ago. And I bought a whole bunch of welding rods. Number 37, spray can organizers. Sort of. I've got a shelf up here. I've got a quick grab crate of kind of normal stuff I use, but then the spray paints and stuff are in the cabinet. Spray paints and stuff like that is a hot mess right now. Abrasive disc storage, yes. It's in the, I've got a drawer full of abrasive stuff in the welding cart. Sandpaper file folders, store by grit, nope. Glue and chemical storage cabinet, fire rate if possible, nope. So what is that? 2 out of 5? Okay, last 10. Automotive project organization. Part shelving for each project. Dedicated shelves per build or job. No, it's all just mixed together. Rolling project carts. Nope. Engine stand accessory storage. Nope. Label everything. Nope. So, for doing a lot of automotive stuff, we don't really, not that organized. Content creator, clean filming zone. A section of the shop is always tidy. Nope. Tool wall backdrop. Sure. We're doing the Adam Savage approach where everything's a backdrop. Camera mounting points. I don't know if that really applies to everybody, but I have a few. So 2 out of 3. All right, last 3. Dust collection or shop vac or mobile cart. Yes, I have a shop vac. 49. Climate solutions. Fans, heaters, and organized. Yes, I do have a fan. I do have a heater. Number 50. Dedicated trash, scrap, and recycling bins. Yes, I have a trash can. So I'll put the final score. I'll put my final score on the screen right quick. And anyways, what'd you think of this? This was kind of interesting. This was kind of an interesting thought experiment to see what ChatGPT thought was some, these are the best solutions they could come up for my garage shop area. So let me know what you think, and definitely use this list. Go out to your garage, give me a score down in the comments. Anyways, I'm really curious what your score is in your shop. So thanks. Do what you always do. Take care of one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye.